Hey guys, today is October 7th, Thursday, and this is my 7th day of daily videos. Today I wanted to talk to you a little bit about energy balance and the difference between calories in versus calories out, which is known as CICO, C-I-C-O, and calorie tracking, because there is some confusion amongst those in the wellness industry and those who have personally tried calorie tracking and feel like they have failed with it in order to achieve their weight loss goals. So I'm going to give the most abridged version possible. There's a lot more to this topic that needs to be discussed, but essentially calories in versus calories out is an acknowledgement of energy balance, meaning the body requires a certain amount of energy to exist and to function at its basic level every single day, and that the energy we burn may fluctuate on a day-to-day basis due to several factors, including our non-exercise activity thermogenesis, or NEAT burn, which I discussed earlier, the foods that we eat, and even things like levels of stress, how much exercise we're getting in our day, etc. But the one thing that stays relatively consistent for most bodies is known as your basal metabolic rate, or your BMR. Now, your BMR is mostly genetically determined based on your height, your sex, and your age and your muscle mass particularly. So there's a certain amount of it that's outside of our control, and there's a certain amount that's within our control, meaning we can not change our height, we can't grow taller on our will, but we can grow stronger and increase our muscle mass. So that's the one thing that's within your control. Calorie tracking, on the other hand, is basically the practice of trying to account for the calories that you're consuming. Now, most people will use a calorie tracker, like a free one like MyFitnessPal, to get started with calorie tracking. And, I do believe that most people, when they're doing it in good faith effort, are really trying to do it very well. However, there's a huge margin of error, from the margin of error that is put in with these individual food items that people have calculated and put into the system, to how good we are at eyeballing or estimating our portions, because most of us don't carry around a food scale and measure things to the gram, versus all of the little bites, licks, and tastes that we take throughout the day that we aren't accounting for. How much creamer did we put in the coffee? How many sprays of that olive oil in the pan really did I use? And how much is that accounting for excess energy that my body is taking in? So a lot of people, when they start the calorie tracking process, they're doing a good job of trying to be faithful with it, but missing a lot of the calories that they're actually taking in the day. And therefore, what that means in terms of your weight loss goals is that it's much harder to lose weight if you aren't being 100% accurate on the calorie tracking. The best way to tell if your calorie tracking is accurate is if you are losing weight. So if you are losing weight, you're likely staying in enough of a deficit to see that happen. If you are not losing weight or losing fat particularly, then it's likely that your calorie deficit isn't really as big as you think it is. There's more to be said on that topic later, but I'm trying to keep it short today. So hope that was helpful. See you later.